As we shared in the Do Now, resources are a virtual filing cabinet where you can store files and materials online for your personal access. You can also access resources that others have added to a group or course that you can copy into your course directly. We're going to practice doing that in just a moment, but let's dive in really quickly to learn a little bit more about the different types of tools available. So as I mentioned, you'll be able to use these resources to pull from your filing cabinet into your course. This is where your personal resources are, and one thing you might want to do is add a collection for each content area that you will teach so that you always have a folder where you can work. You also have access to public and group resources. We're going to be using the group resources because this will be where you want to pull materials from your curriculum groups. You can also access resources shared across the Schoology universe. As I mentioned, there are additional resources. There are resource apps, which are really an opportunity for you to connect your Schoology account to other cloud-based files. So think of it as a system for taking your virtual filing cabinet in Schoology and combining it with your virtual filing cabinet of Google or OneDrive or Dropbox. Essentially, merging all of these resources together. During the Getting Started module, you should have taken steps to complete your Google Drive connection with your Schoology account. If you didn't, go ahead and click through the slides for a refresher on how to set that up. One of the things that you'll be able to notice is that when you click on add a link or add a file, you'll have the opportunity to add things right from your computer. A few icons you might want to be familiar with. I mentioned collections. Its ability to be able to organize your filing cabinet, but then you also can add friends or colleagues that you would want to share that specific folder, that collection with. Also, as we'll talk about a little bit later, it's also possible in your resources to create question banks that are formatted question types that you don't have to recreate every time you create an assessment in your course. We'll talk about those a little bit later in our training. And now for your next activity, we're going to have an opportunity for you to add items to your resources.